Football Power Hour!
Yo, what's up, people? Mic test, because I haven't streamed in Lord knows how long. Welcome to the Football Power Hour. Um, oh, my internet is already doing its own things. I can already, you see, this is the one thing I feared because I'm still waiting for my cable so that I can connect directly to my router and avoid having issues. But anyway, guys, that's neither here nor there. Welcome to the Football Power Hour. I saw that Bot was live yesterday, but I couldn't join because I was just tired from the holiday we came back from. We were in the safari, we were driving, I was tired. But I did get a chance to watch it back, and I'm sure you saw the thumbnail. I'm sure you saw the thumbnail, guys. And I'm sure you guys wondering, you see, Mr. SLD, right here, shout out to you, SLD, saying the thumbnail is diabolical. I think it's very fitting for what we saw yesterday because the preaching, the sermon, I was listening to that stream and I was actually wondering when is bots actually going to share the link for people to call in? Like a part of me was saying, okay, maybe he should just finish his point and then call people in. I didn't think his point would be 30 plus minutes of stat sharing. But I thought, you know what, because I know he likes to let people talk to a degree, he must just finish his point. But at the same time, I was like, okay, wait. It's been 30 minutes. Is this going to be a 2-hour podcast? Because if you're going to speak for that long, you have to provide your audience an opportunity and space to then respond, right? I think I saw how many guests did we see yesterday? And I know bots doesn't control that, but I think we saw Riri for a brief time. Doctor was here for a brief time. Bali Tech was here for a long time. Peter was here for a reasonable amount of time. And then I don't even think some of these people even were able to communicate their thoughts. But before we dive into that, the criminal himself was supposed to be, and I call him a criminal because you know what? That guy said, I'm not trying to convince you, and then proceeded to try and convince us. And then even when Riri tried to rescue him and say, Broski, I think you're losing the fans that are in the channel. Man, did not want to hear it, bro. I saw what he did to Riri. But I will get back to my thoughts right now. I don't want to rant or harp on what he did because originally I was actually going to go do my own research because I had questions, guys. When I was listening to bots talk, I was writing down notes. And he knows I was writing down notes and I was like, and it was more so questions because I wish I could have been there as a caller. I had follow-up questions to some of the stats, some of the statements. I don't think I wrote everything I wanted to ask him, but let me open my notepad. I'm not sure if it will show on camera, but as you can see, I was typing while he was talking. I was typing. But then Riri said something sensible and she said, people don't want to come on here and just hear stats, 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 stats. So I said, cool. I'm not going to come here with my own stats. I'm just going to come and I'm going to speak on what I thought about yesterday. But I also want to believe that there was more of the audience that had a differing opinion. Hence why today, for as long as you guys wanted to be, it's Friday, guys. I can be here for 2 hours. It's not a problem. It's up to you guys. I'm going to open the lines. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video. I don't know if you've got time to pull it up and let you guys watch it. But the gist, let me actually share the link and I'm gonna greet you guys properly and read your comments afterwards. As a responsible host would do. But let me share the link because I don't want to speak for so long and then people don't get a chance to call in. So there's the link. If you're on the halftime, I don't know if any of my mods are there. Please do the things. And I don't know if the mods on Football Power Hour have powers to pin, but if you do, please pin because bots doesn't hasn't given me the powers to pin, unfortunately. If you haven't watched yesterday, guys, please go watch. So yesterday's video, what was it titled? Let me go on YouTube real quick. And while I'm doing that, guys, let me just greet you guys. Greetings to the audience. I see SLD was here. I'm sorry about lateness, Doctor. Yeah, I don't know what penalty I must take it. Not hot chip. I'm not doing hot chip, but I'm sorry. I actually set it at 5 at this time, which is I think it's 2 p.m. UK, because I knew I wouldn't be able to do 4 p.m. my time because of the work I was doing. But even in that, because I'm so desperate to solve this problem, I got lost in the sauce. And then I realized like 4 minutes late that I was supposed to be streaming. But anyway, shout out to Stephanie who says if FPH is on time, must be Vegeta hosting. Sort of on time. I was 4 minutes late. Um, Thank you for confirming that the sound is good. Shout out to Drex, my bro. I don't know if you're still in the chat, my bro, but it's been a while, bro. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well, brother. Who else is here? Doctor saying why whole point is that the players should bury those chances, but they ain't. They should fix up, and win the damn game. Doctor, call in because yesterday you were talking on chicken, and then Mensin Binju. It was a mess. So we just need you to be here so we can talk. And then let me add my guests. Let me add my guests. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Doctor. How are you guys doing?
Yo,
We're good.
Yo, what are you guys saying?
everything's all right,
Oh,
man. How you been?
we're good.
Nah, bro, I'm okay. Just I was tired, so I needed the break. Went on a safari, saw a couple of animals. Now I'm back. I'm back.
Did you see an elephant?
Yeah, I saw elephants. I saw giraffes,
I'm
buffaloes,
jealous.
lions. We're in the bush, bro. Fully in the bush.
Oh, that's
That's
exciting.
what's up. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. But what you saying, bro? How's the island life?
It's the same, it's hurricane season now, so just only watch for hurricanes and stuff, I just got back from away though. I was over in the States last week and
Okay.
beginning of
Living
this
his
week.
best life.
Yeah, I live my best life, You
Yeah.
you know how they say you only live once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually you only die once, so you live every day. Every day you wake
Okay.
up, you live. You only die once,
You die one.
technically.
Take. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think what they were trying to say is you only get one lifetime. So in other words, once it's over,
Basically, yeah.
it's over.
Once it's
but
over,
no,
it's done. So
but
enjoy
shout
it.
out to you, bro. Doctor, how you doing? Hopefully there's no chicken in your vicinity today.
Pardon?
I'm saying I hope there's no chicken in your vicinity today. Are you good?
Mm, yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. The way
I'm all
bots
right.
did you yesterday was dirty, man. He didn't even let you
Nah.
speak. Doesn't even check if
Because he
you're
knew he was
okay,
wrong.
doctor.
He knew he was wrong. Because I literally felt like I was back in high school in some economics class. And my heart hurt out the entire time. And I get it. He's a stats person. But if you rely on the stats, according to the stats, we should be what? First place, right? We should have beat Grimsby Town according to the stats or whatever. You should have been top at the top of the table, number one. But we're not. These players have, as what I said earlier on, um, we're supposed to have higher XG, higher Like we fine, just score the goals. These players have to figure it out. Find a way to get more to get the ball to be at the back of the net. Win the games. Don't make stupid mistakes and concede goals that are dumb. Bayern did do better and just win the game. But no, we're not doing that. Look at the Fulham goal. Brentford, we conceded two stupid goals. Two stupid goals. You know? So yesterday I was just thinking about it makes my head hurt.
No, I hear you, doctor. But let's first let's address yesterday. How did both of you get to watch yesterday's stream
I
about
was
why we
here.
should keep Ruben?
No, first of all,
I only came on and said my piece, and that was pretty much about it. I was busy before that.
yeah, let me tell
Okay.
you. First of all, we were supposed to stream at 2 o'clock UK time, right?
Mm.
Come to find out, Bots only figured out he was streaming only on Twitch. It wasn't streaming to YouTube. He finds out, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this again. We come back at 7 p.m. Great. Then when I didn't know we were doing a stats class, then he starts with the graphs and the do you know what expected goals is?
Yeah, he introduced a new one:
Yeah,
expected shots on target or
goals on target.
something.
And I
Broski,
said,
I swear, bro.
bro,
The only
I
stats I care about when it comes to it all is the
is
three
did we
points.
win?
Interesting you
Even
guys point
loss.
that out because but everything he was saying was factual. He was telling us about how we're number one in XG. All I wanted to
We
ask
are
him,
top of
because
the
I
table.
wasn't there. I wanted to ask him. I said, "But I hear all of that, right? But the nobody looks into those stats. Most normal football watchers don't care about those stats. Whether
If
they
they
are
did
two,
last year, they would not have won it out because we
thank
look
you.
good in the first four games as far as these stats go. We had the most shots. All of them was on our side, but we wasn't scoring, so we wasn't winning.
I am so glad you said that because I was thinking in the same point. The only thing that the average footballer cares about is did I win the match or did I not win the match? Because the reality is the scoreboard is the only stat that people look at. Because that tells you ultimately, did my team win? Did we lift a trophy? Did we get 3 points? Everything else, people don't care, they don't remember. And the only other thing that they will put besides the scoring is what they saw during the match. So, in other words, let's say your team wins, like Arsenal did in the first game. They'll say, we played crap because my eyes saw that, but we won. That's what's important. So, bringing up the quality of shot, brother, nobody's watching a football match looking for the quality of shot on target, where the wind was blowing. Was it going left or no, nobody. Not even the people who are awarding the league to the team care about those stats. All they care about is who's got the most amount of points at the end of the 38 games. Oh, okay, here's your league title. So all of those graphs, I was like, brother, they might speak to you. Because even Riri said, why didn't you just call Balitek, have a 1 hour conversation and say, cool?
On the phone.
Because even if you're trying to make a case for Ruben, bro, ain't nobody got time for that, brother. Because all it felt like he was doing, mind you, Bots had a caveat, people. I want to put this out there. I was listening. Bot said, guys, I am not trying to convince anybody, but Lord, the way man was preaching, you would swear that your eternal soul was dependent on you believing what he had to say. Am I wrong, guys?
Yeah.
Not
Now
at
the
all.
criminal is not here to answer for himself. Even after I told him I want him here, and I told him I'm going to set up the stream, he said, run it. And then he ran away. Look at this criminal. Doesn't want to answer for his crimes. But anyway, did anybody actually get the point of why Ruben should stay? Because I got lost in the stats, to be honest.
Because
To be
apparently
fair, me too.
uh, not really, no. He produces good stats. That's what
Because
I'm putting it. Shit out
mind,
there.
mind
I'm
you,
honestly
sorry,
putting
doctor.
shit out there. Sorry
At
for my
at some
language.
at some point, somebody said the only reason why Liverpool has a higher shots on target than their expected goals is because they've got Mohamed Salah and Cole, and if they didn't play them, they wouldn't score. I'm like, guys, okay, why would Slot not play them? Because the one manager exiled the players that they spoke about because they spoke about Rashford and Garnacho. I said, guys, Slot wants Mo Salah. Ruben doesn't want Rashford. So I don't understand the point we're making now. Because we're saying other people have people who can do shots on conversion. If we were saying we are going to analyze which players are of good quality, that makes sense to me. But if you're going to say the other team has a better shot conversion rate than us because they've got better players, and we got rid of our better players, does Ruben not choose the lineup? Does Ruben not say to people, "I don't want these guys. Buy me these"? I was confused, people. As a listener yesterday, I did not know what we were doing here personally.
Yeah. Like I said, I
Um,
came in as soon as I came in. I think I was listening to him and wrap up. Maybe it was
yeah.
either. I think it was
Oh
wrap up.
yeah, wrap up was here for
Literally,
a short time.
No,
I
Rafa
forgot.
just said
the
he
thing is,
didn't
and I
care
got
about
hurt.
stats either.
It was like 3 minutes, and then he was done, and then I came in pretty much kind of after that. But I kind of zoned out all them stat talks, like, because it's not matching where I want to see us on the table. So that's
Yeah, because
irrelevant to me right now.
on the pitch, we you guys are right. On the pitch, the stats are not. It's like research. You do the research before. Okay, let's say you have a product and you want to sell to the community, and you do your research, and the stats say, oh, the community wants it, and you bring out the product, and the product is not selling on the ground. It's something like that where on the ground, on the field, on the day, nobody is buying it. No, it's not working. So it's the same thing. They're not. It's not. It's not showing on the field. What is happening?
I,
Ahmad
I,
not passing to this person, Bruno passing to Ahmad instead of
Yeah,
Bueno, Ahmad refusing to pass to Sesko. I mean, there's been good chances.
it's a lot of it comes down to decision making at the end of the day, and not trying to be the main, not having main character syndrome at the end of the day,
Yeah,
And our
not trying to
teammates,
be
all our team has the main character syndrome when it
every
comes
single
to the attack, can't say too much for the
every single.
defense. They just do whatever they gotta do.
I'd like to address the comment section for a second because Box, you need to be careful when we say such things because unfortunately, when people were trying to come and give a perspective themselves, the preacher shut them down. That's another problem I had with yesterday because you can talk about stats till the cows come home, but I had questions and I didn't want to bring them up because I don't want to turn into sermon 2.0. Today we're not preaching. But in that different perspective, what was ignoring about his stats was, and somebody else brought it up later, mind you, you're looking at XG. What is your conversion rate? Because the conversion is the only stat that matters. It's actually putting the ball in the net. Yes, Bruno is creating 10 chances, but of those 10 chances, how many of them end up in the net? That's what matters because that's what people are going to see is goal. He neglected to speak about the defensive record of the team from last season and this. Somebody else brought that up for him to say that in as much as we are creating goals, we are also leaking goals. So those things are also playing a factor. But again, those for me speak to individual performances. They don't make a case for the manager because, like some people like to say, it's not always going to be on the manager, even if he sets the team up right. The people have to go and execute. So if he was looking at it from a perspective of analyzing the footballers and comparing them with other people in their positions, fair enough, buddy. But you can't say because we've got a good XG on shot target, something, something, it means that somehow magically we will see ourselves fourth or fifth. Whatever he was saying yesterday, I got lost in the source. Most people did. That's the only point I'm trying to make. we got lost. We started a journey and we did not know where we ended up. That's all I'm saying, box. But anyway, guys, let me not preach because Boreri said we mustn't bring stats to the channel. So I didn't bring no stats. I wrote them. Can see my can only see the
No,
people who are actually winning. But I wrote them. Guys, this is how serious it was. Because I felt gaslit yesterday. I was like, whoa, bro. Like, so all the losses I've seen, all of the one win per month means nothing because XG. That's all I heard yesterday.
basically, yeah.
Ah.
And
So
what my point is this. Sorry,
good, you're good.
sorry. My point is Ruben. It's like Ruben wants to buy. Even with all the in quotes positive stats, it's like he's walking himself into a firing, and he probably have an out by saying, "Oh, but I had all the stats and I did my best and whatnot." And I'm like, "Mm, well, you could have tweet stuff, you kind of changed stuff, and you didn't. Yeah,
Nobody brought that up
I'm tired.
yesterday. I'm just saying.
Well,
I don't know if the case for Ruben was made yesterday. That's what I'm saying.
it
As a
wasn't.
person
He was no
who's
okay.
doubting,
No, he. What my conclusion to this is, like basically, what is choosing to back Ruben, and he's trying to
yes.
convince us to back him too. Me, I'm of the opinion where I don't. If he gets fired, it won't shock me, and if he, I'm neutral. I'm yeah, you can say I'm kind of neutral. Where if he gets fired, it won't shock me, and if he stays till the end of the season or the end of his contract, that includes the extra year, it will not shock me either. That kind of like I can kind of understand both ends.
But you know what the problem is, doctor? When you bring in numbers, numbers ultimately can be manipulated to make any case, is my problem. And you can't
Mhm.
tell people at the end of the day what they are seeing in the game is false because of what you are interpreting from stats or anything else. Because that's what yesterday felt like. You see, like what Box is saying here, we've seen slight improvements, but what is improvements with no end results? Even
Yeah,
if there are people who can see it. So I'm just saying there are people on the other side that are not going to care about those numbers, those granular numbers, because one, they're not coaches, they're supporters. Two, they don't translate to 3 points, which ultimately is what's going to keep this man in his job. I think maybe I'm wrong. People who've run a football club before can tell me. But also, I can also go and fetch stats that make my case for why we should get rid of him. For instance, guys, under no circumstance should a club in our position, after what we did last season with one game a week, still be only winning one game a month. That's weird. That's a stat. It's there. No Man United manager or coach should have a 35% win rate across all competitions. It's there. So you can say there's improvements, but what fruit is there to substantiate that you can point to outside of XG? Because XG doesn't determine the win of anything, guys. Sorry. Unfortunately. There's nobody in the history of ever that has won anything based on their XG performance. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me bring in Professor to the conversation. He can educate me. He's educated us on a few things in the past. Professor, welcome. And I
Welcome,
hope
welcome. How's everyone doing?
we're very well, Professor. And whatever you have to say, I hope we'll listen because you're strict right now in terms of the advice.
Listen, first of all, people are saying XG, XG. When did the XG turn to G? When did the XG turn to G? Because it's a funny thing. Because people want to say the XG mark, but I'm looking at the G and it doesn't correlate. How high is the XG? The XG is not high enough. And the people that back this manager, I figure out why some of them do. They say because they see something like we're not leaking so much goals. I'm like, yeah, because we are playing five defenders. We are playing five defenders. This manager here will lower our threshold, and it's gonna be so funny because people are like, oh, we see improvement style of play. I'm like, they say that, oh, he should stick with it, just stick with it. Yeah, but it's not working. It's not working. That's the thing.
Mm.
It's not working. Your plan A is not even working, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stick on by my style." Like this man is so hell bent on his system, like he was gonna ruin every play. I said, give this man Pedri. He doesn't know what to do with it. Give this man Vintiga. Doesn't know what to do with it. He doesn't. He doesn't care about our player. Like for example, that's why I said, at least as much as I like Kobe Mino, he's one of my favorite youth right now in the Manchester United squad. And Amad Diallo, I don't want them. I don't want them playing on this manager. I don't want them playing on this manager. Ahmed Diallo is a winger. It is what it is. You're a winger. You can play. You can play wing back. You can play in the number 8 role because you do for your country. But bro, you want to be a winger. And when the manager said Mano and Bruno are competing for the same spot, I understand it. No. Hear me out. Because this is what the manager wants to do. I understand. It makes sense now. Because let me break it down.
Go ahead,
Mino,
Professor.
you want ball to feet, right? Who else want ball to feed Bruno Fernandez? They both cannot share the ball. They both cannot share the ball. That's why they're both competing for that same position. And again, what's our manager doing? Bypass the midfield. When you bypass the midfield, Bruno got. Instead of Bruno being the double with Casemiro or Gatti, Bruno got there and attack the ball, get you somewhere. Because why could they bypass in the midfield? It makes sense. It makes sense. You only want one person on the board, that's Bruno Fernandez. So Bruno and Mano cannot be on the same page. It makes sense from the manager point of view. That's why I keep telling people, ignore your fantasy, ignore your dreams, ignore your FIFA, ignore your football manager. Look what the manager is doing and break it down. Stop putting your fantasy into it. Me, I know what I want. He ain't giving it to me, so I'm going to tell you what he's doing. You might like it, you might hate it. I'm telling you what the manager is doing, and it is what it is. Because again, I said this on probably last stream that Sesko had 8 touches in 45 minutes. How many did Holden have? Did Holden have like 15 game? These Xerxes had like 10 game. Listen, it adds up. You can see what's going on. So I'm just saying what's going on the pitch. Nothing fabricated. What's going on the pitch.
Hmm. And based on your assessment of what the manager is doing, or from what you're seeing, how far does what he's doing take us, Professor? Honestly.
Listen, what's so crazy? Amrin system will work, but at what cost? At what cost? When would it work? When would it work? Year 1, year 3, year 5, year 7, year 10? When would that work and give me the league? It will work. But when are you willing to give me the league? You can't say Ino's not by a player. Ino's bought 12 players. They bought 12 players.
Sure. I don't like that assessment. It's a matter of when. What?
That's the thing. It's a matter of when. So pretty much it's a waiting game with Amarin. Because it's going to land, but when would it land? When? Because again, people that say Ateta's in year what, 6, 7?
Yeah, he's been here since what? Oli. He survived Oli and all the other managers together.
If you look at Klopp, at least Klopp got a Champions League. Klopp went to the 2 finals, and Klopp was competing with top Pep, losing by 1 point twice. Twice he lost by one. He lost the league by 1 point twice. So I'm like looking like, yo, bro, you're not getting me. And again, let's just say he gets second. Don't say he gets second and lose by like 15 points. That's nothing to me. That's nothing because I see Club lose by 1 point and they go out there and show. I see Fergie lose on deadline day by Aguero goal. That's how I know. Oh, okay, it's close. You almost got it, but you got unlucky deadline day. So I look at Amarin like, when will you land? So I need people that's Amarin in. When will he land? Give me that time frame. Don't give me that time frame because the way I see it, it will never land. Because again, you know why? People are also improving. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City are your main people that you have to worry about, and quote unquote Chelsea. Those are four teams you have to worry about. They might do bad. They might do bad this year. They might do good another year. But those four teams, they're always gonna be up there. Like one way or the other, they're always fighting. And what are we? We are like fifth, sixth place. Look at, and some random team will take fifth place. Maybe like a Villa, Forest, some random team will just do well, and all of a sudden they're top of the table. Like a random Leicester, random Nottingham Forest, random Aston Villa. Like the Premier League is getting harder and harder. So when will Amarin land? That's the thing. Because the way almost all see it, he is never going to land. So anyway, so when people that support him, when will he land? I need those answers. I need what year? Because you
That's
know say, oh,
crazy.
Project 28. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure this is the man to lead to Project 28?
Right now, it doesn't look like it. Right now, it looks like we're more likely to be in the championship than where we're going, to be honest. Professor, before I move on to useless data, who just joined us, Drake's left you a comment here saying, Omo, was it? It was you who once said you have time as long as there's a system and play style. Do you have
Yes,
any response?
yes, I said that last year. I said that last year. I said, come with your system last year. He came with a system last year, though. What last year? I called it his season of preseason. I watched it immediately. Even when Ten Hag was here, I watched our season really immediately because I understand like the moment Ineos come in, they will have to get their manager. There's no if and a buts about it. Listen, if they could have won the league, they still would have got their manager because that's how business is. That's how business is. They have to get their manager, and they got their manager late in Ruben Amorim. So when they got the manager late, Ruben Amorim, I'm like, this season is a wash. I called this season a wash already. While we're seeing group stage before Ruth and Nisroy, I called the season a wash. He came in, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in this your preseason because next year you gotta play football. He had the whole year. He had the whole year. He had Europa League. He had the league games. He had some FA Cup games. He had the whole year to train and coach his players, and he couldn't get nothing out of it. And you know the perfect example, Zabi Alonso. This is why I pick certain coach Zabi Alonso. He played a 3-4-3. First season in Bayer Leverkusen, he played 3-4-3. When he came, no, actually he didn't play 3. When he came to the door, halfway to the season, 4-3-3. Year two, 3-4-3 with 4-3-3. The third year, the year that he left, he played 3-4-3 and 4-3-3. Go to Real Madrid, 4-3-3. 4-3-3, six wins in a row. Game 7, 3-4-3. Game 7, 3-4-3. And this is first year that he's doing like, yo, I have the capability to do this. Like, oh, okay, I know these players, they can work for me. Oh, Azagula, go here. Franco Marciano, go here. What's his name? Chomini, go here. Kamavinga, go here. The Chomini that Carlo Ancelotti didn't know what to do with it. What's his name? Zabi Alonso, I figured out. The Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, high level players, he figured out, and they're ball on the highest level. 7-0 and 0. 7-0 and 0. At that goal I hear, boom. Like it's not hard. It's not hard. I'm okay. Alvaro Fernandez, boom. Oh, I'm making left back. When they play versus Levante and they want and he plays 3-4-3, he was playing center back. Alvaro Fernandez was playing center back. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. The data is there. The data is there, and I think somebody, I think Ranieri. People are putting Ranieri quotes like, "Oh, I'm gonna stick to my system because my system work. I'm a genius, and sometimes I'm a madman." I'm like, you're nonsense. It's pure nonsense. That's how I see. That's how I see. When people put those quotes, it's pure nonsense. You have to adapt to the situation presented in front of you. Yeah, they gave him attackers. They gave him Obuemo. They gave you Sesko. They gave you Cunha, and they don't know what to do.
Well, some
They
people
like
say
like
they need time to settle and play with to learn how to play with each
I
other.
don't
That's the
care.
argument I've
No,
heard.
there's no time to settle because the striker at Newcastle they just bought scored the goal already.
Mm.
Eketike scored the goal already. People are balling on the highest level. What time are they waiting for?
Damn. Young puppy, before I
Your
bring in
best
useless
center
data,
back is his best center back is Maguire.
no,
The manager best center back is Maguire.
is he better than? Is he? Is he our best?
No. Again, listen to what I say. Listen, my Amorim best center back is
Oh,
Maguire for his system.
Ruben. Okay. I hear what you're saying.
Because again, listen, we all know who the best center back is. Somebody might say Euro, somebody might say De Ligt, somebody might say Licher. I will agree with that. But the manager best center back is Maguire. What can we do about that? There's nothing you can do about that.
Okay, let me get Young Puppy's opinion quickly before I bring in useless data because he said this
Go
and
on.
he's also on the panel. Young Puppy, expand, and then useless data. Feel free to jump in.
That was
What
basically
did you
getting
feel?
based on what Omar was saying with Xavi Alonso,
Yes.
how he was saying his played the 3-4-3, but he
Yeah.
also mentioned how he's played so many other play styles, right?
Mhm.
So many other formations. We only play one play style, that's it. Until Maguire has to come on and then it becomes two down the back and Maguire shows up there trying to score a goal as a defender. That's Ruben's way of playing. So if he had more play styles, I would maybe give him a little bit more time. But no, his just one dimension, and I can't deal with just that. I like to see other type of play styles to try to at least go for the win rather than have this stubbornness of, yeah, my play style, it can work. It's worked here and there. So that's all I'm sticking to. And it makes no sense to me because, like Omo also said, every game you gotta play basically to what you see in front of you. You can't just go based off of, yeah, I'm gonna play this way and it's gonna work every time. Like
So you wanting to adapt?
the dumbest teams will beat us with this formation,
Wow. What was
as
that
we've
team?
seen. Grimsley.
Yeah. But anyway, let me bring on the other panelists. Useless data. Admiral Drex. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Please unmute. Speak to me.
Yo,
Speak before I steal the mic again.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
100%. Please. What are you saying? Who wants to go first?
Everybody's saying it needs to add one style of play, add this and add that. How do you even add style of play, or how do you um like a potter who's trying to make it a piece, it has to have a model, right? From that model, you start looking at things and start saying, okay, this is how I need to adjust this, and this is the way I need to adjust. How do you have a style of play? How do you start changing to different style of play on the pitch when your players don't even know how to master one? First of all, let me just put it out there. I don't care if Amorim is sacked today or if he finishes his contract. I don't care. Right? All I care about is the definition of insanity. We are trying to do the same thing and expect a different result. Right? We've been down this road with managers changing and all of that. Different style, not even one style of play. Different styles of play. And we're still at this break road, not knowing what we are doing at this moment. Right?
If it's you
So
to take
yeah,
your comment on.
it's
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
It's easy to, because he's the manager. Very is the one that we all will go at, right? But at what point do we start looking at some of these players, or even these new set of players that have come in, that have there's a syndrome. Somebody tell me, was a young puppy that talked about it. Main character syndrome. Right? It feels like we are letting one person go. That one or two players that has it, we let them go. Then someone else is picking it up because it's Manchester United. Because we as fans, we have a way of just putting one player above the other. We have a way of just creating an idol for this team. We as fans, and nobody should get me wrong. It's not a wrong thing to do, but until we start realizing that we are the one creating this main character syndrome for these players, right? We would not stop saying that.
Can I challenge that take to a degree?
Go
Because
ahead.
I hear what you're saying, Drex, but I feel like fundamentally when we're talking about the team, we can't. You are right about the fact that the manager part, him being the scapegoat, is the easiest part. but it shouldn't then take away the option of firing a manager if they perform poorly. Yes, we're in this place where we don't want to do something anymore. But if we're assessing Ruben and his performance in isolation, and there is evidence that shows that this guy isn't at the very minimum performing to a level, whether we fired people in the past or not should not factor into that decision. It should be based on that person's performance. Because if we allow ourselves to say, because these things have happened around us, we can't do this. You get what I'm saying? So that's the one part.
Look,
Also,
Vegeta, sorry to interject, right? I'm not, see, if we, I've said in the past, if we want to fire managers until we get the right one, right?
yeah.
I'm up for it, right? But this thing about not wanting to give people time, are we saying his time is up? Are we? Is that what the consensus? Is that the
But but
consensus saying
but
his
within
time? No, if
football,
his time is up, then his time is up.
yes, within football, guys, I think
Yeah.
what we all, I would hope, agree is
Mhm.
that wins add
Bring.
minutes. Have you ever watched
Yeah,
that
yeah,
movie?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's a movie with Justin Timberlake about time and how when they work they get time. The thing that buys you your
In
time,
time,
so
yeah.
that it doesn't run out, is three
Hmm.
points, guys. Whether
True.
it's a and the 3 point comes from a win. So the win, whether it's in cups, because we've seen people underperform in the league, but because of cup succession, they get time. So winning, that's why I'm saying realistically, for the most part, fans give patience based on winning. Because Arsenal didn't perform well and nobody
N-
cares because they won.
Vegeta, then why? Okay, that's good. Then why we all venturing into the fine all those little details about, oh, if he does this, if he does that, if he does this and he does that, is
But that's
no,
the
bro.
point of today. That's the point of today
Because
because
we
yesterday,
if it's W's we want, if it's W's we want, then it's W's. We don't care how he wants to give us the W's. We just want W's. So this whole story of people trying to hide under the blanket of, if you give me a style of play, although I'm not winning games, but as long as I can see progression, I'm with you, right? It should be thrown
no,
out of the window.
I hear
Yes.
what you. All I'm saying is there's the ideal, and the point of today's discussion was from yesterday. Stats were
Hmm.
brought, and all I was saying is, at the end of the day, nobody really cares. Let's be honest. Nobody remembers the style of play from 2013, but we remember we won the league. Let's be
100%.
honest.
100%.
Let's just be honest here as people. I just feel like
I want
sometimes
to be
fans.
honest too.
Well, let
Let
me
me
just wrap up
finish.
Don't worry.
before I bounce. Let me wrap up. There was something almost said, and I agree to it. Vegeta from last season or two. You know when I say I don't really look at those shot on target, those stats. As long as there's no goal, as long as we don't come out with the 3 points or even a point, right? It doesn't mean anything to me. Like Omo was right about it. When will the XG? I saw Papi yesterday talking about XG and the XGOT and the Game of Thrones and all of that, right?
Oh,
I was like,
100%.
I was like, okay. So
Hey, see, I had to change the name. That's why I changed the bill. I didn't want to
so
people be like, yeah.
when but Omo came in and said, when, that was a very good question. When is the XG going to turn into a G, right? And that's on the one hand. Another thing is, we have players that still have this main character syndrome. They need to drop it. And
yes, and
also, before
that's what I was coming to.
my final take is, if
Yeah,
we want, they knew, not Amorim now, not any other person, the fans, the club, the owners, they knew that midfield would is not sustainable.
yeah,
They needed to fix the midfield, but they ignored. They wanted to do this whole experiment, right? A lot of us was crying out last season that where does Mano fit in this style of in this formation? Mano doesn't really fit this formation and all of that, right? But we're trying to force Mano to be on the starting 11 because it's Mano. Truth
mhm.
be told, he doesn't fit in the system. And the owners knows this. I'm not talking. This is not on the fans, neither on Amor. The owners, they know this. They needed to put their foot down and say, "Yo, you see that Bruno money that came? Sorry, Bruno. We know you're the captain. We loved you. You've done your time, but we need to move on from you." Like
Hey man, we
Bruno,
got crucified for saying that, so let's not
Bruno,
even.
Bruno won. Casemiro, of course, this is Casemiro's last season. What are we doing with him? He should be coming off the bench. He should be coming off the bench, bro. So
For
these
who?
are the things that,
For who?
bro. I'm just saying. If
I
I'm
just
not talking about,
asking.
Okay, if the owners of this football club, the people running this football club, have a foresight, they are looking at 2028 to win
Mm.
the league, bro. These are the things that they are
They
supposed
have
to be
none,
looking at and fixing.
but we know they don't have none. So
No,
When
but
their
Mark,
own OG list.
Mark, hold on before you take. Mark, this is what I'm saying. For me, at this point, this is why I'm putting this particular one on them. Because if they don't have foresight,
I
then
can't
means
agree there
we'll
holistically,
just be
but I
chasing
could
after
get it.
our tails.
but
I
you see,
can't
that's
agree
the problem.
holistically.
Sorry, Mark.
But
Can I just say something and
yeah,
then you
go
jump
ahead, bro.
in?
My bad.
So that's the point I'm trying to make is that when we're trying to assess one part of the problem, and Ruben is exactly that. He's one part of the problem. And what a part of his problem is in-game management. This is me, what I'm seeing. If you disagree, it's okay. His in-game management, sometimes I'm like, the subs we're making don't make sense to me. Sometimes the people we pick in certain positions don't make sense to me. But that's one part. The other part that can coexist with that part of the manager is the players. Then the other part is the ownership. But the way we talk as fans is that if we say players, a faction will pop out of nowhere or mushroom out of nowhere and say, but Ruben, and then another faction. And so the problem I had with yesterday is that it only focused in on things that make Ruben look good, and you don't want to look at the whole conversation, just like what we're doing now. If we're just focusing on Ruben, then we're ignoring the rest of the conversation. Because I saw criminality. I saw criminality when Luke Shaw wasn't defending properly. I saw criminality when Ahmad is trying acrobatics when he should be taking a touch and shooting. I saw criminality when Bruno is all over the place, leaving his man in the middle. So it's not one thing, né? But also at the same time, people, two things can be true at the same time. To keep saying we're doing the same things, for me, is false. It's false. It's false. Because if we were doing the same thing, this guy wouldn't be here based on what we've done in the past. Yes, last year, what would that win record? No ways. So they are trying. They are trying to keep him here by all means necessary. Another thing of the players, the guys. How many bomb squads do we want to have? Because we're gonna keep making bomb squads until the heavens. And you know what, guys? Firing managers and getting rid of players is not a problem. People need to understand that. If people
Vegeta,
don't perform, yes, sorry, who's
Vegeta, the bomb squad are the owners, but that's not going to go away anytime soon. They're the real
Yeah.
bomb squad for me.
did
Sorry.
somebody just drop a mic? But
It's
Drop the
me.
mic.
I
Yeah.
did.
That was me.
That wasn't
I
even me.
did.
That was me.
That was just well timed.
But
Agree
anyway,
with you, Vegeta, to be honest, bro. Like, to be fair, I feel like a lot of people stuck in this mindset that if you criticize Amorim, and also if you was somebody who was back in Ten Hag, then you're doing it on an agenda or on hate or some kind of mad
You're
thing.
doing the hot chip, innit?
Yeah, but at the same time, for me, it's like when I look at when I look at the situation, bro, I don't really see much to say that it given me reason to back it and support it the way I was backing Ten Hag. Now, in comparison, I would say this: Ten Hag football wasn't great, but we never lost four in a row. We
I did
win
say
games,
nothing wrong.
we get
There's,
results,
and there's nothing wrong with
and I
saying
would
that, Mark.
and I would look at it and say this again, like, to be fair, if a man could explain to me why it is we so hell bent on focusing that, oh, why is Bruno in the eight? Yeah, he should not be there. Like, we all know this. Now, if the manager wanted this guy to stay and then he take him out of the 10 and put him there, you can't blame that on the club, bro. Because the club tell the men them, speak to Bruno. The manager come out in a press conference and say Bruno is going nowhere. Yeah? So, in a way, like, yeah, the midfield need to upgrade. But I don't think this was the midfield the club was expected to start the season with Bruno playing in the eight. You understand? I think this is the manager plan. Now, in my honest opinion, let me see how it go. It going left, the club backing him. It going right, the club backing him still. So, in my honest opinion, anybody who want to have their opinion and say, well, okay, they think they're seeing something they could back, cool. If somebody saying they're not seeing anything they could back, they warm them out. I equally agree. Because realistically, bro, it's not looking great. For the first four games of the season, yes, we have more direct shots and all these things and attacks than other teams. But when you look at these games and you really deep them, we're not creating any team goals. when certain men not on the pitch. And these men them, the same men them who play 90 minutes, they can't even keep themselves from lying down on the floor against this team, Grimsby. And they play 90 minutes, bro. And when want to tell me these players will do something for Man United, bro, and they can't do it against Grimsby. Killer. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I will say this. I will give brothers time, but this is why I keep telling men, Premier League proven, I don't want to hear it. Because only one man who come from the Premier League this season really start off for Man United like he left off at Brentford, you know. The next brother come from Wolves. He start off like he just start playing at Wolves.
I mean, he's
I
not
just
wrong.
saying.
Not gonna be.
I just
I'm not
saying.
gonna lie. I feel like
And,
they're staying
and
the
I be
same.
honest, bro. It's not no agenda. I don't rate the guy. My opinion when I heard we was purchasing the guy is that we're going to make a mistake. We should get a creative number 10 like a Turkey or somebody else who creative. Like we was interested in this brother from Trincao, but they went for Cunha instead. Cool. Let we hope it work. I cannot say from my perspective, bro. I positive about this because I'm not seeing anything. I seen our striker just like Hoyland last season running up and down the pitch, running left and right. When he in position to get a ball, beating the man with pace, he not getting no passes. We not crossing no ball to the striker. We playing all the balls to the left winger, the left 10, the right 10, the other man, this other man, that other man. And my thing is, all I had to say is, when we go and start creating so that the team, Man United, score goals, not a particular player, but the team in attack. You understand? Across the
Hundred
front,
percent.
anybody.
So,
It will not
Nah,
happen.
yeah.
The way
no,
we are the mid-table Galactico.
no,
Sorry,
I
guys.
have to say, it's
Hmm.
possible to do it. It's just that, as you said earlier, once in a while, the players want to do the pretty goals. They want to score the pretty goals. Ahmad, for example, with the whole jumping in the air thing. It's
What the hell
annoying.
was that?
It's annoying. Was
I
that
Ahmad has
a
mean,
only
he
right
done
or
thought
that
he
not?
was
twice.
Anthony for a
Hold
second,
on,
or he
wait
thought he
a
was
minute.
Anthony, or
Wait.
Like I
Ahmad
just
has
have to
only done that
advance.
twice. Ahmad has done that twice. And how many games
That's
have we
too. That's
played?
too many.
Whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa.
too.
See,
That's too
that,
many.
hold up. Dr.
All
That's.
right, cool,
NHS
cool,
didn't
cool.
even finish saying what she was saying. All you man get to
I
finish
just
what you're
provide.
saying. Let her finish.
Sorry,
I
This
just
listen, guys.
always
provided
Really,
one
happens. It
example.
always happens.
Thank
She
you,
you are
starts
guys.
really.
talking and every fucking body jumps on her. Let her
I'm.
Sorry.
finish.
I was supporting Dr. NHS, by the way. I just want to clarify.
Yeah,
I
No, no,
but
but
supported
just
listen.
let
Dr.
her
I
finish
NHS.
her
waited
point.
till I waited till everybody finished, and I jumped
Sorry,
in where I
doctor.
could.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Thank you
doctor.
very
Sorry,
much.
sorry.
Thank you, guys. I just provided one example where earlier on I did say Bruno passing to Sesko instead of doing the whole, no, sorry, passing to Ahmad when Sesko's free. Like that's a team goal. Like do something. I'm now I've forgotten what I was trying to say, guys. I'm
Sorry,
gonna
doctor.
mute
That's on
myself.
us.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's on
We
us.
apologize, Doctor.
It's just that when I saw that miss, doctor, it pissed me. I know that somebody said it was one time, but the context. Oh
It's
Lord,
right. No, it's
let
okay.
me.
It's twice too many. But you guys get the point.
Exactly.
It's annoying. And I'm gonna mute myself and gather my thoughts and come back.
Doctor, when you've gathered your
Okay.
thoughts, just let me know and I'll give you first preference. Riri, you were here yesterday. You were not shown the respect that you deserve. I am not happy with what happened. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak today. Riri, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. It's Friday.
What happened yesterday? I didn't even hear your point. You weren't even allowed to make a point based on what we were being dished out yesterday.
Listen, Bots took yesterday to express his statistical skills and let everybody know that that's what he studied in college. And it's something that he's very passionate about. And I think as the owner of this channel, we need to support his passion. We don't need to listen to it, but we can support it. Um, so yes, that's my thoughts on yesterday's show. Um, as for this conversation, we just need to win games, man. I am not going to deep dive or dissect or do. We just need to win games. Whether it's this
Fundamentally.
whether it's this manager, the next manager, whatever manager, we just need to win games. We need to get back into the habit of winning games. That's what we need to do. And that's all that's at this point, that's where I'm at. I am done trying to debate and come up with different scenarios and different excuses and different, rationale as to what needs to change, what doesn't need to change, who needs to go, who needs to come, yeah, we just need to win games. And we've shown that we can win games.
And
It's
and
not like we
funda-
haven't shown that. So
and to add to that, to win games, fundamentally people have to score goals on the pitch and people have to stop doing stupidness to let in goals.
most
Like
definitely. Most definitely. I
like
think I mentioned that yesterday. I said it's a twofold situation. It is not a one fix kind of situation. It this at this organization, it's a multitude of things that contribute to where this team is and where this organization is at this time in our lives. So it's not just one thing, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. It's something that's been eroding for years. And I compare it to a house. If you're living in a house and you're not fixing things when they pop up, and you let them, continuously erode, and then you do decide to start fixing them, the fix is going to take longer than you think, because you didn't initially tackle it when it first started happening, or the issue first started happening. Because
Big facts.
if you have a leak and you don't fix that leak, and you let it go and you just patch it, and it's still leaking, it starts to get mold, and then mold turns into something serious, and then by the time you're ready to fix it, what could have been fixed with just replacing the pipe completely, now you have to fix the pipe, you got to fix the mold, you got to fix the sheetrock that's damaged, you got to replace that, you got to paint it, so it's
Basically, don't take shortcuts, innit?
exactly. And this this
Yeah.
this this organization's been doing that for about 13 years now, and I feel like if they haven't learned yet that you need to not take shortcuts, to young Papi's point, and just fix the thing completely, then we're going to be having these conversations for years to come, and these debates and these arguments and these division of the fan base and what's not. So
yeah, but I think you
I have a
fundamentally
question.
summarized it. Okay, go ahead, Mark. Sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead, no, bro. When you finish, I'll just ask.
I was gonna say that fundamentally what I'm hearing, guys, is nobody cares. We just want to win. All these other extra things, nobody really cares, guys. Nobody cares who does the winning. Nobody cares who does the scoring. Nobody cares who does the clean sheets. Just do it. That's all we care about, and do it properly. Like you guys are saying, don't do shortcuts. Invest properly. And if people who you invest in are doing stupidness, remove them. Like this thing of my player, my manager. I think we are past that, guys, at this point, because we're going to get to a point where now we're doing stupid things as a club that we don't even recognize if this is the same club anymore. So for me, I agree with Riri. Win, win, win. That's it. Mark, go ahead. Question.
My question to the panel, yeah, is basically why it is everyone does want to find an excuse or a reason why we should be better than after we all are Man United fans and we know the circumstances over the last decade. We know the situation around the club in a holistic sense as much as we could know as fans. But then when we watch other clubs get a manager or get something and they start to improve, we saying why that can't be us? Why we like the dog over the lake with our bone, watching the reflection and saying, hey, we could double up. And then we lost in the bone every time.
Any takers?
You want me to answer the question?
I mean, I was just gonna say everybody believes that a prophet in life, like, they have the answer to everything. That's all I have, like.
That question, Mark. The answer lies in your question because we have people like you that don't want to give
Me?
players time. Yep. We have
Ah.
people like you that always want to back,
Oh
that
man.
want to
Just
pit
a wait.
players
Jerry,
against
Just a
Jerry.
wait. Just a wait.
I
Just
didn't
a wait.
mean to
Hold on.
instigate. You just made me
I
an
just wait. Just a
instigator.
wait. I
Like,
just want to know
damn.
which player I
no,
not
but
given
it's
time. A
no,
Premier
but
League proven
you're
player who's
asking a
26.
question. I'm answering you and saying because we have people like you, right? I'm
I
not
don't want to
you
give players
inclusive.
time. Me
You
Damn.
don't want to
inclusive.
give players time.
If the player is not the one you rate, they are on the chopping block from the minute they get into the football club. Now, if it's the one you rate, you will go to the heavens and down to the hell if you have to back them, irrespective of
Okay,
what's happening. No, I'm just
that's a
saying,
new
I'm
thing,
giving you
or
as an example. Then I'm going to go
you
on the
can't give
space
me an
where,
example
wait,
because
now,
I don't rate Cunha and that is your only example. It never was last
okay, let
season.
me move
It
on
was
now.
never the season before that.
Let me
It
move on
wasn't the
to why
season before
Dr.
that either.
NHS was interrupted just now. Ahmad has done two blunders in the space of two games, and Dr.
Mm.
NHS was using him as an excuse. She was jumped on because people were trying to back Ahmad. What's the
No,
point?
no,
People
no,
were trying
no,
to back.
no.
What?
My
No,
Nobody was
Hey,
jumping on her.
can I?
Everybody
yes,
was
they
No,
jumped
no,
supporting
on
no,
her.
no.
him.
That I don't think
He's
that
done
was his
more
name.
than two things. He's done more than two things. That was just the first thing
No,
that came to my
no,
head.
Dr. NHS, I'm trying
He's
to
done
answer Mark's
something.
question and drawing up those things that you said about Ahmad, that how people quickly was trying to defend him when you were pointing out his flaws.
I
You get
wasn't
Hey
it?
defending him,
Drax,
by the
hey,
way.
while you're on Ahmed
I,
talk,
I, I,
don't
I
expect
want I
him to
want to
play
answer
this
this
weekend. Just
question.
saying,
No,
everybody.
but because if it's a player that we do not rate, those two
I think
rubbish he did.
No,
I
no.
honestly think, wait, doctor, I honestly think you misunderstood what people were saying when she said that. They actually were actually agreeing with her. It's just that they jumped in
No,
and
but
agreed with.
Omar jumped in and was trying to say just two
Oh,
games.
I didn't hear Omar. I did not hear
No,
Omar.
no,
I
I jumped in. I
apologize.
think I was just using that only that one point as to answer my question.
Yeah, but it's not just two games. If all right, it might be early to say this, yeah. But last season we had a striker that everybody says rubbish because he wasn't scoring goals, but he also was not getting any balls passed to him from the right side. You could go back and check. If he get 20 balls passed to him from the right side, I bet you it had different players that add up them passes. Yeah. And we see the same thing in the first 5 games of the seasons, and we're not scoring goals. So you could say that maybe I don't like the player, but at the end of the day, yeah, I don't care if he starts. I don't care who starts. I was never one person. The only person I probably say this
Man,
season I
that's
would like to
fallacy.
see
They
starting
continue. That's
is
fallacy. They
Benjamin
continue.
Sesko. Yeah. I don't never care about who starting or starting 11 for Man United. You'll never hear me saying sack the manager if you don't start this player, bro. Yeah. Never once, bro. So
Uh, uh,
I don't know why you want to use me as an example, but I could tell you this. I usually back
Oh,
players.
because
But I could be
you're my
honest
brother.
again
You're my
and
brethren.
say I
Mark,
don't rate this guy. I could be honest and say I don't rate a guy, bro. And because I don't rate a guy, if I criticize him, it doesn't mean that I'm jumping on him with an agenda. But if you watching what happening on the pitch and you seeing the problems, then I can understand why why you're saying I have an agenda. That's just me.
No, but you
Mark,
asked
to
a
answer your
question.
question.
Sorry, Omar. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I just say to answer my question. No player will succeed with this manager system, and I've come to accept that. Even with players I like and players I don't like, and players that have agenda against, they will not work under this manager. So I already come to the conclusion of that. So the faster he leaves, the faster we get somebody in that can be a that could coach properly. Because what I'm seeing from everybody is zero. Like is like even players that I once saw from the club, Bro Fernandez, he's making him look bad. He's making me feel sorry for him, which is weird. I don't feel sorry for this man, but he's making me feel sorry for Bro Fernandez. So that just shows to me like, bro, this man ain't it, and it's okay for me. I'm really looking at life without him.
Can I
I
ask
mean, I already see
a
into the
very
future.
honest question to everybody on the panel and the chat? So, don't we see not improvement at all from where we're coming from?
Vegeta, would you like to cover, because we're gonna go around in circles with this topic. Would you like to cover the press conference? I think he just finished. Do you want to look at it and dissect the press conference?
Yeah, we'll do that just now. Sorry, my kids were just looking for me.
No problem.
I'll pull up the press conference, but you guys can just finish up the topic.
No,
Yeah, we went from
the
8th to 15th and we ain't go above. So I could clearly say that we didn't really go from nowhere. Is
Drax,
what we
Drax, Drax, the only improvement is the rest defense, and that's about it. That's
okay.
about the only thing.
Over to you, Vegeta.
Alrighty, I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, that was a tough conversation, but you can hear the frustration with people. If you guys can, oh, I'm not even sharing the screen. Let's see. Can you see now?
Yes.
Sorry, yeah. Wait, yeah, it's a different.
Ruben. Looking ahead to tomorrow, what's the availability?
Casemiro is out because of the red card. Ahmad is not here. Someone in his family passed away, so we are giving all the support to Ahmad, and we understood that was important for him to have his time and to return home. The rest is fit and ready to play.
I was going to say, is Nusem Mazraoui?
It's not also. He's not going to be until we stop for a national team, so he's out also.
Wait, so who's out? Ahmad, Mazraoui. Who else did he say is
Basically,
out?
what's starting Dallo.
4 people are out.
Basically.
Ahmad Mazwari Casemiro.
And
Lynch.
Lisandro Martinez.
Well, Lissandro is
Lissandro.
out. Lissandro is out. Like, he's out. Like, we know that. But for the ones that we didn't know about, it's Mazwari, Ahmad, Casa with the red card. So, is that red card 2 games?
I think it's
I
one.
think
I
just
think
one.
no, I think it's
It's
one
still
game. The
early,
second
so
yellow.
it's still early, isn't it? I know why you asked that, but it's still early. He doesn't have that much yellows.
I think it's the second yellow, so it should be one game.
Yeah, it should just be one.
We got a very important win last weekend. How important is it now to finally get back-to-back Premier League wins? It's something that the club haven't achieved for longer than a year.
It's really important. I think that, and we talk about that in the end of the game. It's really important for us to have that sense of urgency that we need to win. No matter what, and it's going to be really difficult. Every time we start preparing the game and you watch the next opponent, you think it's going to be really, really tough. I have that feeling, but for me, we cannot control the result of the game. But for me, the most important thing is to start the game the way we start against Chelsea, the way we start against Burnley, the way we start against Arsenal. These kind of games we need to be really focused and to have that feeling that we need to win every match.
Thoughts on that question and the answer?
That he is correct, because in the first 15 minutes we're the best team in the world. So if you start early, get the goal, we can try to hold the lead from there, because
Yeah, because
our
he even
weakness is
forgot.
in
He
front.
forgot. He forgot. Sorry, Omo. He forgot Fulham in that conversation. Because the first 50 minutes in Fulham, if we had scored in the first 15 minutes to almost point, or even the first 25, we'd have been 4 up against Fulham.
Okay. I'm glad I'm getting second opinions because I'm hearing my own things. But anyway.
Hi, Ruben. It's a big game for Brian in Burmo on his return to Brentford. In his short time here, how important has he become to your team?
It's really important for everything that he has been doing. The light that he brings to the dressing room is not the guy that talks more. But you can feel it that he's always there to help us. He runs a lot, he presses a lot. He's a different threat compared to last season. He can take set pieces, and that is really important in this league. So I'm more than happy with Brian.
Has he?
Sorry, that set piece part, guys. Do we want to see this guy taking more set pieces? Because I don't know if it's
To
just
be
me,
fair,
but
we need more players on the team who are capable of doing other jobs as well, like especially when players are being replaced. So I don't really see problem with that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. We need more
No,
set piece takers.
I just mean in terms of maybe right now in real time, let's alleviate Bruno and let this guy take some of them. Because it just feels like shit. Poor Bruno
No,
does
100%.
everything.
No,
And
I,
then if Cunha's
I
playing,
agree. I agree. I also agree because some of his corners that he's taken in the couple of games that I've seen him, he pretty much his service into the box is not, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than Bruno sometimes.
it's
To be
not the
fair,
best, but it's not bad at all. Like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? So you gotta give other players a try, like as well. Like, like even Cunha, I would say, like, I know a lot of people don't rate Cunha, but he's gonna be starting. His Amarin's number 10, like, so even him, if he could do it, let him do something as well. Like, we just need more players to be capable of doing others' jobs, especially when they're not there to do it. So
It takes the weight off players that do the set pieces, so they can do other
100%.
things.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree, and I feel like I've said this before, where Bruno has to learn how to let go of certain things and letting Cunha
I
maybe
agree.
take a couple of the corners maybe, and a couple of the free kicks. It will relax him a little bit because we all know how he is sometimes.
No, I agree. Plus, it
Yeah.
gives the opposition, like, who are they gonna, like, we already know who's gonna take the free kicks, the corner kicks, whatever. But to confuse the opposition, that's why we need more players to do it, like, because the opposition's actually preparing for what we have in counter form, like, they talk about these players. Oh, okay, we know Bruno is gonna be doing this, that, the other, like. We might have Shaw over there on the other end doing something, but likely no. Who
Yeah.
else? Being realistic, sorry. But yeah, it's just,
Question. Can Cunha
give
take
them like
corners and free
five or
kicks?
six different players. Give them 5 or 6 different players to think of, like, and that way you just kind of mess with the minds, like, it's a mind game at the end of the day as well, like.
Yeah, and it helps. Like,
Risky.
I know the penalties. You know how when we get a penalty, fine. Bruno has a higher chance of scoring a penalty, but just let somebody else take it.
For what?
When we take for
Penalties are
to
penalties
co-
are off limits. I'm not gonna lie. Penalties are off limits for anything I'm saying.
I'm not saying
What I
every
mean,
single one of them. Let's say 99%. The one time,
What is this,
let
a
somebody else take it.
participation sport or
Yeah,
is that meritocracy
dog.
game?
This is the
Okay.
one time I'm going to disagree with you. Nah, Bruno on
Okay.
penalties. That's what it is. Bruno.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
That's what it is.
I,
That's what
I
it
was
is.
just thinking. I was just thinking in terms of free kicks because I'm like,
No,
Bruno
yeah,
used
no,
exactly.
definitely.
Free
Like
kicks, corner kicks.
free
Yes.
kicks or corner kicks, definitely. Like I said,
I will give
definitely.
him
But
Bumo free kicks, not
Just
Cunha.
give Umbomo and Messi
I
Mount the
hear
free
Bumo
kick
is
and
a
we done.
beast at free kicks in training.
he
Then
looks
give them a
good though.
try. Like, you know what I mean?
But let's carry on. But yeah, I hear you guys.
Surprised you at all? Because some players struggle to deal with the demands of playing for this club, but not him, obviously.
That is also the good thing to have time to know the player when you want to bring players. Then you can see every week the player that it was really important for us to bring new players from our league, so you can understand what they are doing week by week against the opponents that they are going to face. So that can help us in. So the risk is completely different from other players, but in the end you never know. So we were lucky with Brian.
Thanks, Ruben. Hi, Ruben. Just on Brian and also bringing the likes of Mateus, obviously you brought in Premier League proven players this summer. I mean, how important was that? Do you think that's a strategy you could see continuing going forward?
It depends, because you can see that every player that you want to buy in Premier League is really expensive, so you have to also to manage that. But if you look to our moment last year, you want to take the less risky move. It was really important to have top players in our team, and I think if you look, Brian and Cunha is not just 1 year; they are doing this for years. So it was really important. He, of course, was something that we look for players in Premier League.
You see that? I agree with that. It's about risk assessment. This whole Premier League, risk assessment. How good are they? How good can they become? How long have they been doing it? That's my opinion on how you buy people. Does anybody have any other thoughts on what you just said about the transfer strategy? Because I know when Mark heard Premier League proven, I'm sure he got pissed. He's like, Premier League proven, my.
No, I didn't get pissed to be fair, but it have okay, we can agree that a player coming from the Premier League have less risk. But not every player coming from a Premier League team means that they will do well at United. Bro. I mean, realistically, there are some teams. That's just my saying. So in a way, I would say probably a 50% chance a Premier League player will be successful, and a European player might be 30%. Probably.
And I think Ruben agrees with you. That's why he's saying it's not just about the Premier League; it's about where they fit in and the risk we're taking in terms of costing and other factors. So that's what I'm saying.
And just on Ahmad, I mean, the club yourself, you've shown a bit of compassion to let him go home after family bereavement. I just wonder, does the footballing world maybe need to show that as well, maybe with fans? Because he received a lot of messages on social media after the Chelsea game, posting a picture with Alejandro.
I always say the same thing to my players: shut down social media, and that is nowadays it's like that is a price you have to pay. But the important thing is that to the club and the friends, that is real life for Ahmad. We are here for him. It's a tough moment, and in these kind of moments, it's not important the next game. We can win without Ahmad, and we want to win also for Ahmad.
Ruben, Sam's mentioned this winning 2 games in a row, but obviously that is a kind of baby step in terms of improvement. If you want the improvement that you're seeking, you need to win games in a row. Do you feel confident about that? Because I think a lot of fans don't really trust the team to be able to play 2 games back to back well.
Yeah, that is I don't say playing well, because I think we did that this year. But to say it's normal, the fans, they don't know what is going to happen the next game. And to be completely honest, I have an idea, but I don't know how it's going to be, and I'm the manager of the team. That has to be with the moment that we live for so many months. So I think the best way of dealing with that is that every game is the last one. It's just not thinking about 2 games. Oh, okay, it's not too many games for Manchester United. Yes, it's a big deal for Manchester United. So the next game is going to be the most important game for a long time in Manchester United. So I understand the feeling of the fans. So let's start changing that feeling and to present ourselves with that urgency that we need to do on the pitch.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate.
Oh, not the whole press conference.
You guys have chocolate advertisements? That's nice.
You guys don't do that?
No.
Broski, I think.
Yes, Mark, you think?
I kind of slightly agree and disagree with him in something that he said there, but I'll speak in a little bit.
Sorry? Is it me? I thought Mark was speaking. Hello? Is my internet gone?
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you.
You're good.
Okay, I thought Mark was like speaking and then
He was
the
speaking,
internet just said
but
it.
For the record, I agree with everything Mark said there when he wasn't talking. Just for clarification.
Yo! Okay. Any thoughts about the press conference, guys? The questions, some of the answers that Ruben gave. Don't all start at once.
See,
Yeah.
the only thing I don't like about Ruben's press conference most of the time is the way he speaks, in terms of the energy he puts on the team. Like, he always has this doom and gloom over him. He talks a lot of negativity. I for one, I'm not party to that negative. So we're gonna be suffering. The game is gonna be difficult. Bro, just tell us how you set up your team. We don't want to be feeling no empathy or sympathy for you, bro. We as fans, we're hurting on our own. Don't come telling us how we're gonna be doing. How's the game gonna be difficult and what's not. Just come out, say what, answer the question. Don't be seeking no empathy or sympathy from nobody. Yeah, other than that, every other thing he said about the Ahmad situation. So now it begs the question: was Ahmad playing with a lot of pressure and a couple of, knowing fully well that maybe if it's something that says the family, he lost a member of his family, if it's something that was sudden, maybe no, but if it's something that this person has been ill for a while, and maybe that might have affected him. We saw that with people like Sancho and the likes, right? But other than that, he just needs to get a W tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow, he just launched early kickoff. He just needs to find a way to get the W tomorrow. If he doesn't, It's gonna be Call of Duty season for him, bro.
I pretty much agree with what he said when he say for Ahmad, this is the real world and social media. Well, in the sense it is social media. Like if it's come with part and parcel with the job. If you can't take some criticism, then you know what I mean. I feel like these reporters trying to breed a sense of too much emotion into football. It's sports. It's about winning and losing. Yeah. It's not about the journey. Yeah. This not
That's
about the
correct.
journey. This about winning and losing, bro. Yeah, we ain't come out here to watch our team look good and lose. That is mad. I rather win ugly if I have to, but win. Because at the end of the day, no one does remember the losers. They only remember the winners. Yeah. So while I would like to build up and to be a team that will win amazing games, playing beautiful football, scoring brilliant goals and stuff like that, bro, we had to build up to that. So if we had to win ugly until we get to that point, I for that.
I
And I the
hear
only thing
you.
I agree with what you say.
Any final thoughts before we put together what we think will be tomorrow's starting lineup? Yeah, silence is deafening. Ruben, please just get some wins, brother. But guys, not all at once. But let's go through. Actually, I will choose a person and a position and what you think the manager is gonna do tomorrow. Let's start with Doctor Goalkeepers. What do you think? Is it still gonna be Bindia or are we gonna see a change?
I'm hoping it's the new goalkeeper, but for safety, for his own, for I feel like he'll stick with Bayern there for I think safetiness in his
Lamens
dream.
is playing tomorrow.
Oh, he's definitely playing.
Lamens will play tomorrow.
I hope
Oh,
Lamens doesn't play tomorrow, to be honest. Because this hype on
When
Lamens from a bunch of people who never see the brother play a game, or probably just watch him on comps. I mean, it's good that we buy a keeper, and of course, the unknown is amazing, and what we hear about the player is good and all. But if you want to create competition in every place for position, which is what he's supposed to be doing, then he had to wait for buying there to have a real howler again before he bring in Lamens. He can't just bring in Lamens after buying there win a game. That's mad.
when do you think he'll bring in Lamint then?
I don't care when he bring in Lamens. Whenever he bring him in, he bring him in. Like whenever the manager decide to play a player, let him play them. Like I might be vexed he ain't playing the player, but at the same time, he make any decisions, he had to die on that hill, not me.
okay. Does anybody else back Doctor's thinking that the manager will probably stick with Altai, or does anybody else think Lamens is most probably going to play tomorrow?
I think it'll be out high.
I think it's gonna be out. I rather give Lamens a home, like give him his debut at home, not away, bro.
I hear that. Mr. Drex, as you are speaking, who's going to be in the center of our back three?
Almost said it already. Maguire is the best centre back this month got, so leave Maguire there.
Where they lit playing?
The
Delit
right.
plays that center. The fact that Mazwari is out, Delit plays that center.
Oh, okay.
Because
Anybody else?
Delit cannot play on the. I don't think Delit can play on the left. But Shaw is
He
going.
needs to play
Shaw
on
is
the
going.
right.
Unfortunately, Shaw is going to be on that left.
Hmm. There's no debate there.
Anybody else? Somebody think that Shaw's not playing since Riri already brought it up. Oh, everybody agrees. Oh, life is so unfair. So who's playing? Who's completing the back three?
It's the
Mark.
history of the United
For
video,
me,
you know what I mean?
I'll delete right, Maguire middle, Shaw Euro left.
I
Bet
agree.
you going with this one. So we might put Euro on the right there.
Mark, who are you gonna put on the is it the right hand side to complete the trio?
I don't know, bro. I would probably put Euro there, yes, to be honest.
He is fit,
I
right?
mean, honest, Edouard, yeah, he fit. Edouard really have any options again at right centre back? This is, I mean, if it's right back, we could see Dallo or something, but is what is limited. And if we could get rid of Shaw, I would have liked to start. I would have liked to see Van Gaal start in the left centre back until we get Lisandro Martinez back, because I can't take Shaw at all, bro.
This is what we call 3 a.m. witchcraft, but it's okay. It's whatever. Pivot. Really? No, wait. Who haven't I not gone to? Munch.
Yeah.
Give me one of the pivots. Who do you think is playing in the center of midfield tomorrow?
Is a guy fit to play? Was he injured still?
Who's this? Ugarte.
Is he still?
He's fit.
Is
No,
injured?
he's fit.
I
No,
think
he's
he
fit.
starts because Casemiro's doubt ain't gonna play, so I brought in Ugarte.
Oh yeah, Casemiro's has got a red card.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually does pick itself. This guy loves Ugarte as well. Anybody disagree with this choice?
Not at all. I wish I can, but not at
But
all.
Ugarte go play on the right. No.
Oh, sorry. So should I swap them around? My bad.
Yeah, Bruno left, Ugarte right.
Where's
Yeah,
Doctor
gotta
N?
ask about Bruno.
Where's Doctor NHS? She hasn't said anything.
Yeah,
She
Okay.
said about the goalkeeper.
Oh,
I'm here.
Oh.
So we're agreeing that Bruno's going to be in the middle with the
Bruno is playing that 8. He wants Bruno in that 8, and that's where Bruno is going to be. Bruno is in that 8.
That should be the first name on the list, to be honest.
Yes, Bruno
Yeah,
is in.
the automatic, like, you know.
Bruno is
Yeah.
one. He's automatically in the team. Do you guys like
And
KG was doing
United,
like
yeah.
you know what's so funny? Like I watched KG did like a mini like stream the other day. Bruno has only missed. What was it? What was KG saying? Like 3 games
in his entire career.
Yeah,
That's
comes the
amazing.
criminality.
at Manchester United.
Yes.
It is
And one
mad.
was from
That is
from
not
the
mad.
flu.
That is amazing.
One was from like a red card or something.
I don't
and
mean
the
mad in
other
a
one-
bad sense. I don't mean mad in a that's lingoed. I don't mean mad in a bad sense.
In a good sense.
Hey, Mark should know that of all people too.
I need to rearrange.
and
this.
people in the
Mud.
Guys, the
people in
criminal
the
is in the
comments
house.
were just
The criminal
being
is in the
The
house.
criminals in here, I dare see his face too.
Yeah.
Look at
Looking
this
like it's
criminal.
Christmas time.
But
It
how
ain't even
you
Christmas time yet.
But how you roll up in here just quiet.
I know.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Don't come
This
here all
fraud.
casual.
This
I was
fraudulent
trying to get
merchant.
I
connected.
love him, man.
This fraudulent merchant, bro. He's a
Bots was
fraud
on
boy,
Twitch
bots
just
boy.
now.
I can't believe you do what you do yesterday, bro. I'm telling you.
What
You
happened?
move like a
You're asking me
dictator
what
yesterday,
happened,
bro.
man.
No.
Yeah.
What
You
is
move like a
that?
dictator.
All I'm telling you guys right now, hear this, yeah?
Right here now.
Manchester United in the next 2 games, we are going to score. In the next 2 games combined, we're going to score more than 4 goals.
Okay,
You
good for
heard?
that.
If you don't score that 4 goals, you're eating another hot chip. But since you're on goal scorers, who's playing center forward?
The good days are coming, guys. The good days
Who's
are
playing
coming. I
center
know
forward? You
a lot of
criminal.
people
We're
are
choosing a squad
impatient,
here.
but
Impatient,
I've done
bro.
the research and I've
Bro,
seen the
what
light.
research telling you that, bro?
Is
Are
this
you
Ten
trying to
Hag all
convince
over again?
yourself?
Or am I?
Yeah, no,
What?
it is. It is Ten Hag all over again. I don't
It's
know.
not
He
10
sounds
It's
like
not
he's
seeing
trying
even
to
it.
convince
close.
It's
himself
me
That is
seeing
a
it
via
through
fraudulent
art.
the
statement
system.
there.
You know?
There's a fraudulent statement there.
No. It's
Mr.
going to
Owner of the
happen.
channel, owner of the
So,
channel, please focus. Please focus. You know, I spend more time on your channel than my own one, by the way.
where
Because
were we?
somebody has to
Were
finish
we
this channel.
talking about the right wing back or left wing back? Where were we?
No. You're
Left
talking
wing
about
back.
4
Left
goals.
wing back.
We're talking about scoring goals. That's why I'm jumping the gun. You must tell us where those 4 goals are coming. Who's the center forward tomorrow?
Benjamin
Write this
Sesko.
down.
The goals are coming, guys. Just
From
be
who?
patient.
Who's the center forward? Tell us.
Hold on, Vegeta, wait, don't encourage him because we were doing a lineup. This man
I know.
comes into the show and just
This
disrupts
man.
the entire show.
You know
The
what?
We were
channel.
You know what? I
flowing, we
will
were
listen.
cooking.
I
That's
will
why I
listen
wanted
to
to
that.
ask on the left wing back. Okay, Malasia. Anybody want to take Malasia from under 21? And
Put him where?
Bro, I would take him because I heard
you guys
you
heard
put him
though
up
that he's
free. So
doing fantastic. Apparently,
yeah,
Good, and I'm happy that he's doing fantastic and he's getting time to play football again.
yeah.
Let us leave him there for another, till the new
Oh,
year, and
yeah.
then we
And
can
then
have
bring
that
him in.
conversation.
Sorry, I was muted, but
All right,
did
all
you just
right.
say Malasia?
Bro,
Yeah, I didn't say
He's
put him in
alive.
the starting
to
11.
be
I
fair,
was just
The thing
wondering
is,
to
when you
be
said
fair,
Malasia,
I
What are
could
you
for
take
talking
him
about?
to
people,
No,
replace
Vegeta,
Dorgu.
this is where you sin bin him and just get him out of the chat.
hey,
Like
for
Yeah,
legit.
real,
please.
Dorgu
for a
need off.
second,
Aside,
like
Dorgu
I
need to come
actually
off the
thought
bench, you
he
know.
was saying
That's a good
Dorgu.
idea,
For a
bots.
second, I
That's a
thought he
good
was
idea,
saying
bots.
Dorgu. I don't know how or why, but I thought he was saying
Dorgo is
Dorgu.
playing. Dorgo is playing that left. He's
And I
Bro,
playing
think
that
that's
left.
Dorgu
maybe
That's
is
his.
why
you
I
see
thought
Dorgu
That
that's
is
is
his
why
like
what I heard.
position.
But hey,
When
bots
you
fucked me up just
Who is
now.
taking that position from him currently? No one.
anybody who could
No one.
defend. Anybody who could actually
what?
Mm,
defend.
that is not
Why?
happening. That is not
If
Anybody who could
happening.
Amas
actually
couldn't
defend
take
and
it,
cross a
nobody
ball.
can.
But
Anybody
can
who
we
could
have
actually cross a ball well and defend will take his position. And
Alfred,
wait?
that's a
Can
doesn't it do
guarantee.
the same
can
Well,
game?
we already got rid of Amas, so I don't know who else could do it right now in our
can
Hamas
we
on
just
loan, he
position.
ain't
appreciate?
get rid of him. I mean,
Well,
Ahmad
well,
spent two
well,
seasons on
that's
loan,
why
so you didn't
that's
get
why I
rid of
said right
Ahmad.
now. That's why I said right now.
Right now,
Right?
Diego Leone, he
Wait,
could
guys.
replace him.
Yeah.
Can we just
No, well,
appreciate
yes, no, you're right about that. But same way, I don't know. I'm
this guy?
seeing Amas play it. I'm not. I haven't seen Diego Leon too much. I've only seen a couple minutes of him.
Yeah,
This
and in them
this man
couple
came in here
minutes,
and said
But that's
left
just
wing back,
me.
and then
That's just
chose
me.
Malasia, and then asked us, "Are we choosing the starting?" This guy doesn't watch his own channel. I don't believe this. Okay. Who's
Also,
playing?
it's automatic that Dala is gonna play on the right wing back role, to be fair.
From injury?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, seeing as how Ahmad is out, that's Dalo. That if Dalo is healthy, then Dalo is playing there.
Bro, why is
Yeah.
the world so unfair, bro? Like,
what if he
Very
plays
unfair.
Yeah,
somebody
I
else on
feel
right
that.
wing
I
back?
uh,
feel that.
Extremely unfair.
What if he plays somebody else at right wing back?
tell
Like
I'll
me
be
now.
who?
I actually might
Like
have a little smirk
who?
on my face. Like
I
Who?
I might
actually
have a
think I
smirk. Not a
actually think we're
smile, but
gonna
a
see
smirk.
three changes to the lineup tomorrow. I think we're gonna see Mason Mount starting, we're gonna see Cunha starting, we're gonna see Mbumo
Yeah.
starting, and Sesko will start. So you could that alone
Ooh,
should tell all you
ooh,
Wait,
where who
who's
ooh,
going
playing
where.
ooh.
the
You
right
just
wing
named
back?
four players.
No,
You just named four players
No,
just
no,
now.
no. Well, I mean the top, triangle at the top is going to be Sesko, Cunha, and if based on what I'm trying to understand, Mark is saying, he's saying that Mbeumo will go to that right wing back spot, and Mount will either start on the left and
I,
Cunha on the right.
I
And
can
that
see it
makes
too.
more sense than what I was thinking before, to be honest, because yeah. And I would actually, I would try that out because you know what? At the end of the day,
Thank you, Riri.
Afdalo. So I agree with that actually, Mark.
I don't know if Mbembe is
100%.
gonna be good as a right wing back, but okay.
me either.
Honestly, if Ahmad could
Well,
score a
to be
hat trick
honest,
from
I
there,
only said that
not
because
saying that
if you
Bremer
look
can,
at
but he could
at
do
Brentford,
good.
he used to defend very well, to be fair. Could more than do that if Ahmad could.
What kind of transfer strategy is
Just
this?
Bremer could definitely do a better job than Ahmad, in my personal opinion, in that position. But
The problem is, I can see it now
not
that you said
not
Mount.
not in a continuous way. Like, that can't be every game. Like, just
Mbeumo has okay, so this
avoid
is this
Dallo
is
at
what
all
I've
costs.
this is what I've known this guy to do, and I've watched him for a couple of years at Brentford. He has playing outside there on that right. He has the knowledge of when to overlap and when not to overlap. Ahmad is still learning that skill. And that is
Yeah.
why Mbeumo in that position, whether it be in the 10 or if you put if the madman decides, if the mad scientist decides to put him in that right wing back spot, he will not completely suffer because he already has that
That
knowledge
knowledge.
of
Yeah.
when to overlap and when not to overlap on that
Agreed.
right.
I'm more worried about the defensive side of the wing back role.
He plays good
But
he
his
used to
but
play
his
good
he's a
force
better
defensive.
player than Ahmad, bro.
He used to. I mean,
You never
I
watch
would
him at Brentford, or?
that that conversation I'm not going to have, but I can honestly say watching him at Brentford, his defensive skills are fairly good.
He can literally take on the world basically, and that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His defensive skills are fairly good.
Not something that you'll want consistently, but when it's needed, he could do it.
Exactly.
Bro,
I hate
100%. I agree.
I hate
but I
this
think he
team.
more accustomed doing that than anything else because that's what he did at Brentford whenever he played on the wing. So
This looks like a FIFA team. Why?
in your head, but if you consider it, bro, is the most, in my opinion, is the most logical change to make.
I could beat Mark. I could beat Mark and FIFA with this team right here.
You
With
Just don't
the
never
do
youth.
like
would,
So
bro.
KG yesterday and lose like 37-4 or something.
Now, if you want to bring back the criminal call bots, you can bring him back in now so he can say what he has to say.
if it's there.
This guy
Yeah,
disappeared, to be
You
honest.
feel me? If it's there.
unless there's anybody else on this panel that's looking at this lineup and has some other suggestions or ideas
I
or
don't.
thoughts.
The thing
I'm
is,
the
everything you guys have said, I see it.
Yeah,
I have an
100%.
alternative suggestion to the lineup, though.
Yeah, go
I have
ahead.
an alternative suggestion to the lineup, though. I would swap
Man,
Bruno and Cunha.
he won't. That's the
He
problem.
won't. That is not happening.
Bruno's
Remember
undroppable.
that
No way.
fantasy you was talking about, Mark?
No,
Don't
but
get
I think
into it.
it's the best choice for Man United going forward to put Bruno in the 10 and put Cunha in the 8
But
because
it's not
Cunha
going
could
to
drive with the
happen.
ball and
You
Bruno
are
is the
The
most
preaching to the
simple
creative
choir.
player in
fact that
the team.
Bruno scored in the eighth
It's finished.
Hmm.
It's
in
over.
that Chelsea game, he is not moving from that position. He's not. He's not moving
I
him.
real mad he scored, to be fair. It's the first time I was vexed he scored because I wanted him
You
to go into the 10.
you guys know I don't like Bruno in it, but I'm like, just score goals. I'm happy, man. That's where I'm at now.
We just
Bro,
need
the
goals
simple
and
fact that that man scored in the eighth, it's he that's his position. That's it because it's not like he can't play it. He plays it for Portugal.
Yep.
No, he doesn't actually. He plays not really at 8. It's more like a 10.
It's
He's
more,
played for Portugal.
yeah.
It's a 3 midfield. Portugal is play 3 behind a striker. So it's not really 2 behind a striker, it's 3 and he in the
Right, but
center.
he still plays in that pivot though, Mark.
Yeah, but it's not 8.
Well, it's not a what it is
It's a
called.
10. It's a 10. It is a 10. Go and look at it. It's a 10.
I don't know
Because
what
Bruno
you.
is create everything for Portugal. But Bernardo Silva is play off the wing.
So I can't disagree with him either.
Well, guys, this looks like this will be our team. I don't know what Ruben will do tomorrow, but score
So
predictions,
nobody
people.
else in thinking Cunha will be a better 8 than Bruno. And Bruno will be the better choice at 10
Cunha
man.
has never played an eight in his life,
Yes, he
bro.
has. He's played at 8.
Not for
He's had
club
played
or
at 8 at
not
Wolves.
for club or country.
But even still,
How much times
we
he's
got to
played
be
at 10 in his
realistic with it
life?
as well.
One season. One season at Wolves he played at 10.
He
All his
played.
life he play wing, striker, and he play 8 and he play 10 at Wolves. He play 8 and 10 at Wolves. First season at Wolves was 8, second season was 10.
Yes, but the reason they moved him up to the 10 is because he wasn't doing anything in the 8.
Yeah, but he's not a creative guy. He cannot play 10. I mean, for Wolves, he could play the 10 because it's Wolves. But
That's like
this is
Joel.
Man United.
That's like Joelinton for freaking Newcastle. They
Newcastle.
started him
Yeah,
as a striker. He's a shit striker, but now they put him in the
exactly.
midfield and the man's performing.
You're right. We
So
need to put this
Cunha
guy was
was
the same thing.
Cunha
He
was
was
a
a shit
shit.
striker. He
No,
was
he
a
was
shit
a shit
striker.
8, and that's why
He
they
was a
moved him
shit
up to the
striker.
front.
No, he was a shit striker all his life at Bayern, at Leipzig, when he was on loan at Atletico, when he was on loan at Sevilla, he was a striker all his life. Go and check his career. The first time he played 10 was at Wolves
So
last
according
season.
to this, these are the positions he's played in his career. So I don't know to do with that information. So he's played in the middle, wing, and striker. I don't know if
So,
it says
like I
how
say,
much
he's
times
played
he
wing
played in
and
those
striker the
positions.
most times. At Leipzig, wing and striker. At Sevilla, wing and striker.
Okay, so if he's playing a wing and a striker, he's not an 8. He can't play that. That's what I'm
Yeah, but
saying. That
he
position is
doesn't.
not
He's
his
not a good wing
position.
or a striker. He's not a good wing
Bro,
or a
he's
striker.
not a
So,
good 8. If that was the case, he'd have been an 8.
bro, at number 10 is a creative player. He is not that. If you do have a great passing range, amazing vision, he is not a number 10. The end. Full stop.
Okay.
Because that's why
Okay.
number 10 is made to be
And
successful.
that's your opinion, but
But
obvious the
as all the
coaches that
great
have
number
the
10s in
coaches,
football have these
yes, but
things.
obviously the coaches that have coached him see something different.
Who coaches? The only time he played 10 was at Wolves last
I don't
season.
care. I just want us to win tomorrow.
So score
Ultimately.
predictions, people.
Yes, thank you much.
4-1 United. Is it
4-1.
Rashford Mbumo? Mbumo have a point to prove. He want to tell them about raising the price 15 million pounds on United when they promise him to
I
leave.
would say 3-1 United.
Damn. Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna see a lot of G's instead of XG. Okay.
Oh God, where is he? Did you bring him back in?
Oh no.
No,
Or did
I
he
kicked him
left?
out and then he
Did he leave?
Hey
I think I might
Riri,
be
he's
fired.
catching his he's catching his 4 buses. But about 3 months later.
I think I might be fired
That's
from the
the only
channel.
man in history that missed 4 buses, bro. Like legit.
Isn't it?
Back to
Wild.
I
back.
caught 4 buses yesterday. But, you
Wild.
know.
Who missed 4
Look,
buses
guys,
Back
now?
to back.
it was nice to be on this channel. I might be fired, so let's enjoy it, you know.
You are not going to get fired. You actually get more views than he does. How many likes do we have?
Mods, please help me. I've only got one monitor. I'm trying to get a second one. I don't know. But anybody else want to do score predictions?
4-1.
2-1 United.
Munch.
2-1.
Wow, Munch, you are actually positive. All right. The universe is looking okay right now.
Might
Doctor
actually
said
have to
4.
go
Doctor said 4-1, by the way.
Manj.
Yep.
Manj.
Yep.
How the Trini striker looking in your squad? How the Trini boy playing for your team? You doing well?
20 who?
Obi cool.
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest with you, Mark.
Yes, the striker for Coventry, bro.
Oh, Ellis Sims.
Yeah. What?
Who's Sims?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing
He
all right,
wasn't
but
Justin Obi cool.
I don't know about. I hadn't heard about the name, to be honest with you. So
But he's
let's
supposed to
Yo,
be a
Bill.
Coventry player, bro. He have
let's
it
move
on
on.
it on the transfer market. Justin Obi
Let's
cool.
move on. Let's move on.
I find man's playing mad enough. So you know you have Trini players in any team
Oh
now.
my God.
But I don't catch. I don't look at the passports, Mark. So let's move on.
So wait, Bots just dipped.
Yeah, he just dipped. He
Brought
said
someone
Big up
dipping.
Mark though. Big up Mark though.
he said not my problem, so he left.
Don't
Oh
worry,
my
you go
Lord.
shout it out when you see he bargain goals.
Like and subscribe to the
So
Football Power Hour, Vegeta Power
so
Hour.
Vegeta hasn't giving you haven't given us your score prediction.
That's
My
true.
score prediction, you know what? I'm also gonna be positive and say one, we're not gonna concede a goal tomorrow. There'll be clean sheet. So it will
Ooh,
be 3-0 to Man United tomorrow.
Let's go.
Yes,
sounds
3-0.
good. Sounds good.
Bad
That's a
news
Sounds
score.
is
good.
Even I.
I won't do the watch along because I'm taking my wife out on a date at the same time because you know
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
it's
that
Make
is
5
sure
years
you make sure
always
sports
better than the
follow
watch
also.
Good
along.
vibe.
it's 5 years of marriage, guys. So
Oh,
No die.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's the
Congratulations,
ultimate.
Vegeta.
Anniversary
That's the
settings. Congrats.
that's
yeah,
the
Big
Celebrate
up
5 years.
ultimate sing
yourself.
along. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure to get flowers, bro. Make sure and
Hey,
get
bro,
flowers.
don't worry, bro. I got this. Don't
Yep,
worry.
Just
Yeah, you don't
we
know.
literally got 3 people watching and we already got we had 14 likes, so that's good.
there you
Oh,
go.
fantastic. Thanks. Nice community. But I don't know if the criminal's gonna stream tomorrow, but if he does, please guys, subscribe. Come back and watch the thing. I don't know if he's doing happy hour. Don't ask me. I'm not gonna be here. I have to get some sleep
I
because I'm
am
going
going to
home
be at
soon.
my own happy hour, so
Do that, guys.
Every
Do
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
talking to you, bro. You were in my neck of the woods and I didn't even see you. So I'm really not having a conversation with you.
it was my girlfriend's birthday. You gotta allow me for that one. That was
Okay.
her weekend, you know.
Okay. You are excused.
But
Priorities
Appreciate
on
people,
that.
it, you know.
I think today was a good stream. We spoke about football. There was no mathematics being done. Um,
Don't
I
worry,
think
Riri. I'll be back. And I'll let you
No
know when
high
I come back.
sciences.
No X plus Y equals P
no
going
graphs.
on. No graphs.
So I think that makes it a successful stream. If you
No
like it,
Excel
guys,
spreadsheets.
guys, just
Wait,
subscribe to
No
the
long
fabric or
division.
graphs and spreadsheets and things?
Go watch the show from yesterday.
Go watch yesterday, bro, and come back to us. But anyway, guys, if Bots doesn't stream, I'll be back then tomorrow after my date to give
I
you the
think
chill.
do you have ability to redirect? Because I think KG is live right now.
He
Yeah,
is live, and again, this is why Bots is a criminal. I've got no powers on his channel, but I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, yes, that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
You don't have a managing mod? This brother.
Yeah, bro.
That
And
needs to be addressed.
if you look at this year, guys, I think you've seen my face more times on this channel than his, which is alarming, by the way.
Bro, that's
Um,
always the
We've
case.
had
Especially this
we've had
season,
better
yeah.
conversations as well here as well when you're here as well. So. And we're going to get Simbin as well. So, you know.
we appreciate all opinions.
International break
Okay?
coming up. This year's World Cup, we had to discuss as a network how we covering the World Cup. You understand? We did a fantastic job at the Euros, guys, and the Copa. We need to do the World Cup this year coming up soon.
No, don't worry. We'll discuss that, people. Let's just
Yeah, England, I
focus
know.
on.
Yeah.
No. Me, my country will be there no
Ghana.
matter what.
Nobody mentioning
Everybody had
Ghana?
to do two, bro. Everybody had to do 3 teams: your home nation and 2 other teams.
We
I'm
That's
can't
not
pick.
out
how
there.
thorough.
I only
It's
have
only like
both
about
of my
eight. It's only
passports
like about
stamped
eight
on.
of us, bro. So we had a multi. It's 30. It's 48 teams. So
I
everybody had
mean,
to do
bots
like
can't
three
pick
teams.
Botswana, so that's not going to happen, is it? So, you
Now
know.
you
Well,
can
then
choose South
you'll.
I
Africa.
mean, I just basically go based off of my
Hey,
passports. Like my passport, I'm British and I'm got a Bermudian passport. So Bermuda
Hey,
and
young
England
Papi,
are
let's
here. You
go.
know
Well,
what I'm
Bermuda
saying?
not qualified. You
don't do
already know
it,
that.
young Papi.
But I
Yes,
already
Don't
know
young
that.
do
Papi.
it, England.
Mark, I already know that. You ain't gotta try to diss or anything. Bram is shit
No, well,
this
I only saying
football.
that because we play in Bermuda now in the next game.
Oh,
So
well, I'm still gonna beat you at the end of the day. Like,
never, you never
but
beat me, bro. Don't even
Oh,
talk that.
Okay, guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
let's go, Riri.
Like, share, subscribe. Where's that button that Bots always plays? Is it here? Where is it? Where is that?
Three
There it is.
Lions.